y'all, and welcome to today's video. I'm excited because I ordered the entire NYX and Netflix Fate the Winx Saga collection. I have the palette here. We have blushes, eyeshadows. I bought the highlighter. I bought all of the lip glosses. So we're going to swatch this stuff. We're going to create a look. I'm going to give you my first impression thoughts. I really enjoy NYX. They're one of my favorite drugstore brands. I feel like they have a lot of hits, but they also have some misses. So I'm excited to test this out, see how these products perform. And if you are new here, I want to say, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, testing new collections, we're here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave today, because I upload tons of new videos every single week. I think this is video 7 for the week, so definitely subscribe if you love lots of uploads. But I'm ready to play with this makeup, so let's jump into it. Okay, so starting out, I'm going to show you all of the products, swatches, everything before we get to applying it. I did order everything from the NYX site. As far as I can tell, this collection is exclusive to the NYX site for now. I'm not sure if it's coming anywhere else, but I will say too, I've never seen the show. Maybe I should watch the show though. It seems like something I could like. I like fantasy type shows, but this is Netflix Fakes the Winx Saga. Now I love a lot of NYX things. I feel like their palettes can definitely be hit or miss though. They have some amazing eyeshadows and they have some that are just okay. So I'm excited to test this out. This is what the packaging looks like. It looks like a spiral bound notebook, which I think is really cool. And then I will show you the inside, a close-up of it before I dip my fingers in, anything like that. The top of the palette here, we do have like Property of Bloom Peters. I'm assuming that's the main character. It says, I'm a fire fairy. 3 months ago, I didn't even know the other world existed. And now I'm at Althea with all kinds of fairies trying to harness my powers. Emotion is power. So it looks cute. The palette looks cute. We have 3 blushes. I'm excited because I like NYX blushes. They've been doing the ombre style blush for years and years and years. So I'm excited to see. We have like a nice shimmery blush, we have a pink, we have a purple, and these eyeshadows. So I'm gonna pop up swatches for y'all so you can see. The last 3 swatches closest to my elbow are the blushes, so of course we expect those to be a little less pigmented, but we're going to do an eye look. We're going to try on the blushes as well. The other thing that I think was really cool about this collection is this highlighter. So the packaging on here is pretty. It has this holographic print on top of this acrylic case. This is the Light Bender highlighter. Really, really pretty. These are, the texture feels like a mix between a traditional powder and a ColourPop Super Shock. So they're not quite as putty as the Super Shock, and they do have a transparent base. I'm so into colorful highlighters, especially right now. I'm just loving them. This is like a green blue shift. This is like a pink purple gold shift. And then we also have glosses. I'm very excited about these glosses. These are colorful glosses. Again, they have that pretty holographic print on the clear packaging. We have fun colors. We have purple and green. Then we have some pinks and just kind of some more traditional colors. Very excited. We're going to try those on. But I do want to show you swatches on my hand of both the glosses and the highlighter so that you can see. Like I said, the highlighter really kind of has that transparent base. So I think it will work for a lot of different skin tones, which is always good, right? So I'm excited. You can see I have my makeup done except for eyeshadow. I don't have on a lip gloss. I don't have on blush. I don't have on highlight. So I'm excited to play with these. what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyes for shadow. I'm going to zoom y'all in and we'll do an eye look first because I don't really know what I want to do with the eyes. So we'll do the eye look, then we'll do the blush and the highlight and all of that stuff. I'm excited though. I'm going to zoom y'all in and we'll just see how these shadows perform. Okay, I've got y'all nice and zoomed in so that you can see everything I'm doing, how the shadows apply. We are going to start off first with this deeper purple shade down here. This is called 7 Realms. Now, I will say, looking at this, the packaging drives me bonkers. Like, I hate all this wasted space. I know we have like a pretty image in the back, but they could have filled up this space with more product. There's a lot of wasted space in this, but it's fine. I'm gonna go in with 7 Realms. We do have a few matte shades in this palette, which I think is really good. Let me see, let me pick up my brush and we'll just go into it. This is a Sigma brush, and I'm gonna start by just pressing this into the crease, putting this right on top of my primer. I will link this collection down below. I'll link to everything else I'm using down in the description box too. So definitely check there if you're curious about anything. Okay, so I think this purple is looking really nice. I just took the brush I used. This was from the Alice in Wonderland new palette. I just kind of wiped it off, and I want to go into Glowing Embers right here. This kind of peachy neutral shade. I'm going to take this on my brush and I'm just going to use this to kind of like buff and blend along the edges, create a nice kind of transition, just kind of swirling back and forth till I have a really nice blend. But yeah, I think that shade went on well. It's not overly pigmented, but I think that looks really, really pretty. So yeah, I'm just going to lightly buff along the edges, make sure I don't have any harsh lines, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so I'm liking the way this is coming together so far. I am going to go into this blue. It's not like a shimmer with a lot of sparkle or anything. It's kind of like a mix between a satin and a shimmer, in my opinion. It's called Tides of Spirit, and I'm going to put this right here. I don't know the shade names, like I said, because I've never seen the show, but it's making me curious. Maybe I should watch this show. But look at how pretty that blue is. That applied really well. Okay. I have to admit, I was pretty skeptical of this palette, but so far, I'm thinking it's really pretty. I mean, I've only used 3 shades, so we'll still, a lot could change, but so far, I think these 3 shades are really pretty. Are they that intense, like, formula that we know from a lot of indie brands that I review here on my channel? No, I wouldn't say that, but I do think it's pretty. And I feel like I can kind of build these, and I'm having a really easy time blending. So far, so good. I am going to put down like a glitter primer before we go in with the shimmers. And let's kind of talk about what shimmers we want to use. Oh, I just really like this blue. I think that's really, really, really beautiful. So for the shimmers, we have some options. The one to me that looks the most sparkly is this one right here called Quiet Soul. So I think we may just kind of put that all over the lid and then go in with the inner corner with this Empathetic Blast. So Quiet Soul, like I said, seems really sparkly. I also think this Stone Circle, this kind of like blue purple shift is really beautiful. But let's do these two. We're going to keep the eye look colorful but still pretty simple. I like in this palette we also, it seems like we have options, you know, like you can create neutral looks because you have this yellow, you have this kind of like peachy pinky shade. You can add in green, but you can definitely go neutral or you can go colorful. So even though there's only what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 eyeshadow shades, I feel like there's option in those 10 shades. Now on the blushes, it does say they're not for eye use. And then let's see, Burning Love, Princess of Light, and Fairy Baby. Okay, so the blushes, it says that they're only for eye use. I will be honest, I think the FDA is super behind. So for me personally, I would use these on the eye as well. But just for those of y'all who are concerned about such things, there is, like it says it right on the front, just for the face use, not for the eye use. But okay. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter primer down and we'll go in with those 2 shades because they look very sparkly and I really want to use them. Okay, so I'm taking the shade Quiet Soul and I'm just going to press this all over the lid. So I'm going to press it on first and then I will blend. But first I want it to cover that primer I put down. Okay, I think that shade is really pretty, very sparkly, very opaque. So far, so good. I like it. I like that it's the same color in the pan that it is on the eyes. It didn't sheer out or anything like that. That's really good. So now I'm going to go into that, what did we say, Empathetic Blast. And we'll use this to highlight the inner corner. And that's pretty. It's just a very subtle shimmer to it. But I like. Okay. So far, so good. So I think this is pretty. Very simple. What did we use? 1, 2, 3, 4, just 5 shades. But I think it's pretty. So I'm going to do liner and mascara. I think I'm going to throw on some false lashes. And then I will come back, we'll do blush, we'll do highlight, we'll do lips together. But I think this is really pretty. Okay. I'm pleasantly surprised. Okay, here is our finished eye look. I am into it. I think it looks really pretty. I put on some Kiss lashes in the style You Do You. I will link them down below, of course, along with the eyeliner because I did use blue eyeliner in the lower waterline. I thought it would be pretty with the blue shadow. So I'm into that, but I'm excited about these blushes. I'm not sure. So we have, I'm not sure which one to do. Here we go. So we have this one, Burning Love, which is one of their classic ombre shimmer blushes. So this is more of a glowy blush. And then we have these 2, Princess of Light and Fairy Baby. So I think we're going to mix these 2. I'm not going to do the orangey blush. I don't think it will pair the best with this eye look. But I do think if I dip into the pink and I dip into the purpley shade, tap off the excess, and that's pigmented. I didn't expect it to be that pigmented. So next time I'll definitely dip my brush into the pan a little more carefully. But look at how easily that's blending out. Okay, that's pretty. Okay, I like that. Oh, I really like this color with our eye look too. I think that looks nice. I'm just spending a little more time blending since I, you know, dipped in so much and these blushes are pigmented. So that's good. That's very good. That means, at least I think, they will show up on a lot of different skin tones, which is a good thing. So definitely they're blending in really easily. Okay, so for the highlight, I thought we'll put both on the face so that you can see. I definitely think this more pinky purple rose gold one goes best with the look, but I also really like this blue green. So I'm gonna take my Sigma brush and we'll put this side. That's beautiful. Oh, that is a lot of sparkle, but that is beautiful. Okay, I really, really like that. Oh, I like that. It's very sparkly now. It is very sparkly. So if you don't like a sparkly highlight, this would not be for you. But let me take the other side. That's pretty. I like it. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so here we have the pink side. Here we have the more green side. I'm going to kind of dip into both so that my highlight matches. And what I'm going to do, since this is very sparkly, is I'm going to grab my sponge from when I applied my foundation and stuff, and I'm just going to lightly press the highlight into the skin. Okay, so I showed you at the beginning of the video the glosses, and I showed you swatches, but we'll quickly go through these again. So these are all named after, I'm assuming, characters on the show. So we have Beatrix, which is this purpley blue shimmer gloss. We have Musa, which is a pinky purple gloss. The next one is Bloom. It's this kind of orange red copper shade. We have one that's a bit lighter than that. This is more of like a champagne color. This is called Stella. We have, what is this? Aisha. This is like a pinky red copper shade. Pretty. And then we have this more green one, which is Tara. So with this look, let's do Musa, this more pinky purple one. I think this will be pretty. And ooh, that has a little bit of a blue tone as well, depending on the light. It feels thin on the lips, which is nice. It doesn't feel goopy at all, which I like. Oh, that's really pretty over this lip color. All right, this is our finished look. We've tested everything. Of course, this is a first impression video. I ordered this from the NYX site. I've ordered a lot from the NYX site over the years. I've always had a great customer experience, never had any issues. And yeah, this is just my first impression. I wanted to test it out, try it for those of y'all who may be curious. And if you don't know, maybe you're new to my channel, I always do follow-up reviews, usually a few weeks after I've tested and tried things, where I let you know kind of my full and final thoughts. But today I just wanted to give you my first impression, a look. Maybe you're shopping your stash. Again, I'm never here to sell you anything. If you're in a low buy and no buy, that is amazing. Shop your stash, see if you can create a look like this. I'm sure you can, or else something that maybe you're super happy with. But I really like this look. If you were curious about this collection specifically though, I kind of want to tell you my thoughts on it. So starting off, the highlighter I really like. I have had some highlighters from NYX that I really love, and I've had some that I really did not like. So I'm happy that this is kind of like this powder putty finish. It feels very soft to the touch. I like that a lot. I like that it is a transparent base with a very kind of sparkly highlight to it. I think that's really, really beautiful. I think this would be really pretty on the eyes as well. Again, I'm not sure what products are eye safe, not eye safe. Like it says on the packaging, if that is something that you are concerned about, definitely check the NYX site. But I think this highlighter is pretty. I also really like this packaging. Very on trend to have these colorful highlights. I think that's super fun. I have to say, I think I may be most excited for these glosses. They feel really nice on the lips. I love that they're this like tinted gloss, so they're not super opaque. You can layer them over different lip liners, lipsticks, wear them alone. It's completely up to you. But the formula feels really nice. It feels thin, but also like we have the shine. It's not so thin that it's not there, but it's also not so goopy. I like that. It gave a shine to my lip with just a little bit of sparkle. It's not super overpowering. I'm glad to have these shades. I think the packaging is super duper cute with the like holographic print. I like the glosses a lot. When it comes to the palette, like I've said, I have not seen the show, but it looks really, really pretty. I like the notebook. It seems like they stayed on theme for the show, just from what I can tell. I do not like all of this wasted space. I know I said that once, but I definitely feel like they could have given us maybe 2 more shadows on each side, or either 2 more blushes would have fit here, and you would have still had the pretty graphic with less wasted space. That's just my personal preference, my thoughts though. I do like that we have blushes and eyeshadows together. I think these blushes are really pretty. I like that we have a pink, a purple, and then a more like warm orange shade. I like that they included one of their classic ombre blushes, because I know that's like a formula that they've been doing for so long. So I love seeing it in here. I think the eyeshadows, they're not going to be like a personal favorite for me. I like a ton of pigment, a ton of shimmer and shine right out the gate, but I like these. So I would say these are good eyeshadows. I think that they were pigmented, they were easy to build, they were easy to blend. I think this shade I have on the lid is really pretty. I also really like that we have different formulas in here. So we have some matte shades, we have some more intense sparkly shades, and then we do have like the blue that is more of a satin shimmer. The green I think is pretty. I personally would have liked to have seen the green maybe in more like this formula where it's super intense and sparkly, but I do like that we have options with a couple of like duochromes in here. So overall, I'm very happy with this. If you want to see another look, definitely let me know, but I will for sure keep testing it and stuff like that so that I can fully review the palette for you later. But overall, I'm excited about this. I think that's a really good palette. I think the highlighter is very pretty, and I really enjoy the glosses. I can honestly see the highlighter and the glosses become a favorite for me. I really enjoy those. I really like my look. I would love to know if you're interested in this collection, if you're gonna shop your stash. Maybe you were just curious. Hopefully I entertained you. Either way, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you're having an awesome, amazing day. Make sure you subscribe because I have lots of fun videos coming up in the future that I don't want you to miss out on. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you very soon. Bye.